Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Annette. I hope you enjoyed the theoretical part of our presentation. We will now continue with the practical example, and we are going to talk about the case with the Tata Nano car. I have the honor to present the CEO of Tata Motors, Mr. Ratan Tatan, who will be joining us today to tell us more about this car. So let's begin with the interview. Good afternoon, Mr. Ratan.
Good afternoon.
Would you tell us more about how you managed to come up with this innovative new business idea and to combine it with a way that changes the life of a lot of Indian people?
Yeah, the first time that the idea of such a car came to my mind was while I was sitting at home, looking out of the window on the streets of Mumbai. And, in India, families do not have enough money to buy a car, so therefore they drive on motorcycles with the whole family sitting on it. And that was when the Tata Nano was born. My intention was to help these people to get where they wanted in a more comfortable and particularly safer way, but without the need to spend hundreds of dollars on such a solution, because the cheapest car available in India cost easily 5 times more than a scooter. Although cars have existed for a long time, the Tata Nano is a product innovation due to its new customer value proposition. Inside the car, the focus is put on making use of every inch of space available, resulting in the fact that the Nano fits 4 grown adults very comfortably. The 2-cylinder engine is made of light aluminium and located in the back under the luggage compartment. The boot, on the other hand, is up front with the spare wheel and the fuel inlet with 15 liters capacity. The top speed of the car is around 105 kilometers per hour and it can drive 20 kilometers per liter of regular petrol. Additionally, it exceeds safety regulations in India. Due to its plain construction, it is very nippy around town and, therefore, perfectly adapted to the needs of the Indian people who demand a vehicle that is fast, safe, that everyone can sit in, and that is small enough to drive through the streets of Indian cities and affordable for the Indian middle class. Our profit formula is based on a low price and high volume revenue model. In order to generate sufficient profit, it is important to convince the vast Indian middle class that the Tata Nano serves their needs way better than their current scooter does and therefore is worth the money. For our CVP, it was necessary to break the wealth barrier by drastically decreasing the price of the car. I thought of around $2,500, which is less than half the price of the cheapest car available in India. This, of course, required both a significant drop in gross margins and a radical reduction in many elements of the cost structure. But I knew that the target base of consumers was huge, a prerequisite to stay successful and generate profit. In order to build an affordable car and still make profits, it was necessary to introduce new processes how a car is designed, manufactured and distributed. As a first step in the process innovation, the number of parts in the vehicle were minimized, which led to dramatic cost savings. Furthermore, we have changed the supply strategy and decided to outsource 85% of the car's components and use 60% fewer vendors than before to reduce transaction costs as far as possible. By outsourcing the production process, economies of scale can be achieved, especially on the supplier side, again resulting in cost savings and a positive impact on our cost structure. The assembling and distribution process also was innovated. The modular components of the vehicles are shipped to a combined network of company-owned and independent entrepreneur-owned assembly plants, which build them to order. This way, we reduced storage costs and again achieved economies of scale and scope. The most important resource of our business model innovation is my small team of fairly young engineers who are not, like the company's more experienced designers, influenced or constrained in their thinking by the traditional automaker's profit formulas. These engineers are responsible for the process innovation described and are continuously working on it to improve results even more. Of course, another resource is the suppliers, which are not only trustworthy and cooperative, but, due to the small number of vendors, the relationship is defined to be very deep and based on trust and mutual support. Due to the process innovation, it became possible to define a totally new CVP and hence offer an innovative product. This is what resulted in the development and realization of this new groundbreaking car, which was first launched during the Genevian Motor Show in 2008.